Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to assemble the VIVO electric height adjustable desk. This particular one is 48 by 30 inches tabletop. And of course, the weight capacity for this one is 176 pounds. And I paid a total of $229.99 from Amazon. I will put the link below in the description if anybody's interested in purchasing it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, it's going to come in two boxes, of course. This is the framework. Of course, that's the tabletop. We're going to build the framework first. So let's open up the box for the framework. So I took everything out of the small box. Okay. It was well packed. Even the padded foaming, I'll show you. Very good padded foaming there. Okay, definitely quality packing there. Of course, you're gonna go through all your parts. This is what the motor is gonna be. These are the heaviest parts, these two right here. These are gonna be the feet. You got all your hardware, you got your control board right there. Your plug is right there, your DC plug. Of course, your instruction. Now make sure you're gonna go through the parts list with your instruction before you start assembling. Of course, step one in the instructions, they're going to want you to install the motorized leg and the other leg to two of these pieces. These are crossbars. And you can tell it has this notch here. And then on this side, you got two holes. Okay. And the other one is right there. So we're going to start, we're going to set up these two crossbars with the motorized leg and the other leg. Okay. One has the motor, one of these are the heavy duty legs. Okay. Now, this is going to be kind of tricky because I noticed that when you put this here, if you try to drop the screw in there and it doesn't go in, it's going to be sliding all over the place. So I think the best thing to do is when you hold it up here, before you put this in, I suggest putting the screw in there first. And you line it up with it, and then you get at least this one almost tightened, not fully tightened. You don't want to tighten it because you still want to make adjustments here. And then this one, you line it up and just put the screw in there. Okay, I think this will work best if you do that. There you go. Works much better. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing screws inside this bar. Now we can go ahead and tighten them up. We can line them up and then tighten them up. Let me go ahead and tighten this one up. Okay, and then we'll tighten this one up. This is a little tricky here, but that's how I got it. Okay, sorry I'm blocking the view there, but so try to get this one connected first. And then this one will be easier. And the only reason why I say this one, because if this one you happen to drop it in there, you can slide it around. It won't get stuck over here. Okay? So there you go. So now we're going to do the other side. Of course, this is the second leg now. So you can see there's two holes there. So we're going to line this up. Put it right there. Okay? We're going to put the screws in. Now, of course, the same method for this thing. Take this out, you're going to have this out, you're going to put the screw in here first, let it dangle, and then line it up with this one and put it, otherwise, again, you're going to be chasing screws. It is kind of tricky. Once you figure it out, it'll be okay. Now, of course, I failed to mention earlier that it does come with included two different Allen wrenches, and I believe you're going to have to need a Phillips screwdriver for the board. We'll get into that later, but these included the Allen wrenches. Because all the screws here on this particular, for most of the metal stuff, they're Allen screws. Okay? Well, Allen wrench. So I'll tighten this up. Okay, there we go. Now we have the two legs with the crossbar. Now, of course, we got the two legs, one over there, one over there. You're going to locate these two parts. It has like a V shape to it. It's a flat part. What you're going to do is I'll show you. You're going to stand this up right. Okay. And we're going to get these two pieces. So this one, you put it right over here. Now the screws for that one is going to be these, okay? These are 4, I believe they're 12mm screws, but of course these are the ones with the flat head. As you can see, that's the screws. Tighten that. There you go. There you go. Okay, you got the 2 screws here. Your leg now, this is the top. Now we're going to do it for the other one. Now we went ahead and assembled the other 2. Okay, so this is the other leg. This is the crossbar. And this is, of course, where the table is going to rest on. Of course, we just assembled the crossbar and the mount. Now we're going to flip the leg over. As you can see, standing on its own now. It's upside down, actually. We're going to locate these 2 pieces. Okay, these are, of course, I got the rubber feet on there. When you see this, I know you're going to look at this and you're going to be tempted to put it that way. No, actually, the open side is facing up. You're going to line it up with the holes. And we could go ahead and put our screws in through the holes. Okay, I'll put the first one in. I'm going to line it up there. I'm going to put our second one. Okay. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest. As you can see, they're all tightened now. There you go, it's all tightened now. We got all 4 of them tightened up. Now we're going to do the other one. So as you can see, I put the screws for the other one. I tighten it up. So now we're good to go on both ends. So the next thing you're going to do is we're going to join them with this long bar. So we're going to join, let me go back up over here with the camera. Okay, basically we're going to join this leg with the other leg with this crossbar. Okay, so we're going to put this crossbar in there, but before we do that, I want to mention that, let me show you. You see the 2 screw holes here? There's a screw head that's going to be sticking out on these 2. So when you slide this in there, you know, you don't want to slide it in this way. When you see this open U shape, one side's going to be all flat, the other one's going to be the open U shape. When you slide that in there, make sure this lines up with the screw. It's going to go over the screw heads. I'll show you. Because you're going to have to do some adjustments. And see, it stays stuck there. Okay, because this is adjustable. This is going to be adjustable for when we put the motor and the tabletop. Because this table is also customizable. Okay, there are several sizes of tabletops you can do. At this point, it's going to be all adjustable. So we're just going to put that in there, and we're going to put the screws. We're going to lightly screw them up, but that part is going to be adjustable. Okay, I just want to make a note of that. So of course the crossbar is in there now. However, I put it all the way close because once I, and that's another thing. Don't tighten the screws all the way yet. Just make them snug enough because we're going to flip this over and we're going to go ahead and put the motor. Actually, you can even do it in that position because that is going to have to be loosened and adjusted because this shaft is going to connect from that motor to that end right there. I show you. I don't know if you can see it up close. Let me take the camera off. Now, like I said, I have it upside down. I connected the... Now, again, I was talking about the motor. There's one end to the motor. Let me let this cord out the way. And this is where this part is going to join in there. And then this shaft is going to go... This shaft, I'm sorry, I'm really in... is going to go in there. Then you finally make your adjustments here. Okay, very important that we make the adjustments. I'm sorry, I'm going to be shaking a little bit, but I'm on the floor here. So you're going to have to loosen them up first. I pulled it out a little bit because it's not going to go in like that. So you're going to have to make adjustments. So what you're going to do is you're going to use this end of the shaft. There is a tiny little screw there. You're going to use the included tiny little Allen wrench. There is 2 of them. This one is just for this job right here. It has some teeth on it. You're going to line it up with that right there. And there you go. It's in there. And we're gonna go ahead and put the little Allen wrench in there and tighten it up. Because you want to tighten it to what pretty tight right there. There you go. Now here, this side, you can loosen this up. Now you're gonna put that in there. Let me show you. You're gonna line up that end of the shaft. Let's put it in there. So now that we hooked up the shaft to the motor, as you can see, I flipped it upside down. And see the adjustments now is a little wider. However, there's probably gonna be one more adjustment. And that's gonna be when we put the desktop on top of these holes. Some of them have pre-drill holes. Or if you have a customizable one, you're gonna have to drill your own holes. Pilot holes, that is. Okay, but this one is actually already pre-done. It should be pre-drilled already, the holes. But we got a couple of more things to put before we can put the tabletop. Of course, you got two of these table clips. These are for if you want to hang some headphones or whatever. There are 4 notches. Okay, you can pick whichever side. Of course, my son is going to be using this desk. I want the motor away from him because the design of this shaft is not like my other desk, which is all covered. This one is not covered. I don't know if they have a kit that covers it. And you don't want nothing to get tangled in that shaft when the motor is running. I want to go ahead and put these clips up here. Put one there. Actually, I put it upside down. It's actually this way. Sorry about that. It's this way. There you go. Okay, so you're going to put the clip like that. And I'll put one on the... I could always change it. I'm going to put them both on the same side. So one can be like a cable management clip, and the other one can be, you want to put headphones or whatever. Now we have these grommets. There are 8 of them. As you can see, they're kind of oval. This is where the desktop is going to rest on, so you're going to put these grommets. So let me focus in there. This oval area, as you can see, is going to go in here like so. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put the rest of them. I mentioned there were 8 grommets. Actually, there's 10 of them. So 4 on each side and 2 going to be in the middle. These are actually called anti-vibration pads. To me, they're grommets, whatever. But yeah, there's 10 of them, so all of them are installed. So now we can proceed and the next step. Now the next step is to install the tabletop onto the framework. The best way to do it is we're going to take this, we're going to put it over here, we're going to open up the box, we're going to face this facing down. We're going to put the framework on top. I'm going to use the surface for this because, of course, I don't want to use this floor because I don't want to scratch up my tabletop. So I'm going to use this cardboard as a workstation. That way I don't mar or scratch the desktop. Now I went ahead and opened the box. Of course, I took out all the foam that was around there and the plastic and all that. Try to clean it up as much as I can. And you can see little spots of the foam lingering around. That's fine. I guess apparently this is the side that's going to be at the top. I'm going to flip it and to see if there's any, according to the instructions, there should be some pre-drill holes. So I flipped it over. Of course, it's with another foam underneath. I took it out. As you can see, there are pre-drill holes. I don't know if you can see it from here. Let me zoom in. Let me go to this side. You can see there's some pre-drill holes there. There's some in that corner. You can see the pre-drill, and there's a label right there. Okay, so they do have, there are pre-drill holes, so thank God I don't have to drill no holes. Even on the mine, but pre-drill holes should do fine. That's where the control board is going to be at, from the look of it. Okay, so now let's zoom out. So now we're going to get the framework. We're going to lay it on top of it. And then we're going to start putting in the screws. Now, of course, make note of a couple of things. When you lay here, of course, remember I told you in the middle, you're going to have to do adjustments. So we're going to have to loosen these up and do adjustments one more time. But here's a tip. Line up this side first. Put all the screws in here. Then loosen that up. And then you're going to move this. So you want to line up these holes with the, I mean, you want to line up these openings with the grommet with the holes, okay? So my suggestion is to line up these. Hard to do right now with this lighting. You're gonna get the hole, you're gonna put the screws in. Then we're gonna loosen these 4 screws. We might have to loosen that not the motor, but that particular, this particular, so we can lengthen the shaft, make an adjustment, and then put the screws in, and that should be that. Now we put the all the screws around, everything's all lined up. Now we need to put the control box in here. Of course, there are several holes here. And the control box only has 2. So you're gonna line up whichever 2 they are. So now that we secure the 2 screws on this control board, what's left is just to install the motor, connect the motor to the control board, and then the other one is gonna be for the AC adapter to the control board, okay? Okay, this is from the motor. It's a 6-pin connector. It's gonna line up there, pretty simple. And there you go, snaps right in. This is a 2-pin connector. This is for the AC adapter. It's gonna go in here, it's gonna snap right in there. Okay, so I'm for the camera moving. So there you go, so now we're all complete. So now the control board is all installed. We flipped it over. Now what we did, we just plugged it in. Of course, you can see it's on. There are 4 presets here. Okay. And you have your up and down. So let's just go up. The motor sounds good. Okay. It's pretty good there. We're going to go down. Of course, as soon as you let it go, it stops. Okay. And there you go. See, the installation is complete on that. Of course, there are 4 presets. Of course, this is going to be for my 9-year-old son. So, of course, the presets that he's going to have will be a lot different than in my case as an adult. Because you have to do 1 preset for sitting, 1 for standing in his case. And then the other 2 presets are probably going to be for my wife because she's probably going to be using it also. And that'll be in a separate, maybe a separate video. I'll do a full review on it later on. But there's a couple of notes that I want to make quickly. One of them is going to be when you install your computer equipment on it, make sure the table is in a standing position first. That way you have enough slack on each cable for when you have it back in a sitting position and you go back to standing position. The cables don't get stretched out and your equipment winds up falling on the floor. Although it's not happened to me, but I don't want it to happen to you. So when you finally put all your monitors or whatever you want to put on this, and again, sorry for the camera shaking, make sure you put all your computer hardware or your setup in the standing position first, and then lower it to your sitting position, and then that way, otherwise you're going to have equipment hitting the floor when you do press that standing position or you're going up. Okay, so there you go. So this video is complete. This is the VIVO electric adjustable standing desk. It's a 48 by 30 inch. And of course, I'm going to put the Amazon link below for this table. It was $229.99. Pretty good deal. And there you go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like to see content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.